I am hyped and excited. I'm always hyped and excited, but I'm especially hyped and excited now. The Echoes of Nature is 90% funded. It's 90% funded. I'm only printing 100 of these, and then you'll never see it again. So if you want a copy, pick it up on the Kickstarter link. This is actually from drawings. This is drawings that actually did. So the kitty came from this drawing. Came from this drawing right here. We'll do more details on it. You really can't have too many hairs. You cannot have too many hairs. Hello, normally Kim, Wolfie, good evening. Echoes of Nature is the final run, the final Kickstarter. We have 90% funded now. It actually comes from paintings and drawings that I did myself. So in case you're wondering where these came from, they're not pictures. They're not pictures. They're actually from stuff that I did. So anyway, if you're interested, 90%. Well, thank you, Haley. I appreciate it. Let's see. Progress as a person? Wolfie, your progress as a person? G.A. Peach, welcome, Peach. Hey, how's it going? Shaker Maker, welcome as well. Got everybody in the house tonight. Normally Kim, I like cats too. I love cats as well. Cats are my favorite thing. Xena, the warrior princess, hello, how are you? Inga, what's going on? Rachel, hey. Let's see, Wolfie, that's what she said. Tarot Magician, hey, Tarot Magician, I'm doing great. Kickstarter is 90%. The Lisa from Supportive Tarot with Lisa, I think, posted the Kickstarter on a forum or something, and then it blew up last night. So we're almost funded. 23 hours to go. So I'm printing 100 decks, and then you will never see it again, other than on eBay for a rather high price after it's out of print. Cool. So what do we got? Any chance that there's a Persian cat in the deck? No. I mean, I do have a lot of cats and a lot of animals. There's 72 cards. So there's a metric ton of cards. And every card also has astrology symbolism within it. And it has numerology as well. And the book covers all of that stuff. But I don't have a Persian cat. I just have, I think, 4 cats in there. I do have one cat. Let's see. It's not Persian though. Let me find it. So this is a unusual breed of cat, actually. Where's it at? No, it's not it. Yeah, this one. This is an unusual breed of cat. I forgot what the exact name of it is, but yeah, this is really cool. So this is a painting I did. This is actually 5 feet tall. It's a 5 feet tall painting. Anyway, so let's do some tarot. Find out what we got. Find it so nice. Can I get a love reading? Sure. Normally Kim, what was his impression of our first meet last week? Let's find out. Normally Kim, see what's happening with that. Of our first meet. All right. What was the impression of our first meet? Wolfie, Shaker Maker, links are decal. I'm not sure. This is called a, I forgot what the exact name of it was. I don't remember. I can look it up again. I got it from wildlifereferencephotos.com. So they will allow you to paint their photos. And all you do is give them a couple of bucks per photo. And then you can paint it all you want to. Let's find out about the romantic. The Victorian romantic tarot would be perfect for this. Normally Kim. Oh, wow. I just butchered that. Okay. I need to fix that. We'll do the art. The art would be perfect for this romantic Kim. Aquarius Owl, hello. How are you doing? It is Wednesday. Is everyone excited for Friday? I certainly am. I certainly am. I'm all excited. Yeah, hello, Tarot Magician. Thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's throw down some cards from Normally Kim. So Normally Kim, how did that first meet go? I'm assuming that both of you didn't get in a fist fight or anything and everything went perfectly normal and, you know, pretty good. Pretty good. Did it look pretty positive? Did it look pretty positive? Because that's always a good thing, isn't it? So we're going to check it out and find out about how they feel about you after the meet. The Wheel of Fortune, how weird is that? The Fool, a couple of majors. I think they want to go forward. They're looking forward to seeing you again. Bling bling, hello to you. How are you doing? Inga, hey. But the Wheel, they're looking forward to seeing you again. We have the Fool. I think they want to go on more dates with you. The Two of Cups, extremely positive. This is the Fool, followed by the Two of Cups means they definitely have another date coming, definitely have something follow-up coming. So that's basically the end of the story, right? The Two of Cups, the Lovers sort of card. But the Two of Cups is also choices. I think that they have other choices, but I think that they're choosing you, basically, right? I think that they're choosing you, and they have a lot of different choices, maybe from different people. They have a lot of different things going on. They have a variety of things going on in their life as well. But I think it's important for them that they choose you. I think that you're the choice to be made. And the Fool sort of means they're willing to jump in and figure out how it goes, right? Just sort of jump in and have fun and see what's going on. But the Fool means they're willing to take that journey. They're willing to follow you along on that journey and all that good stuff. The Six of Swords, they're not really sure how it's going to turn out. They just don't know. I think you gave them mixed messages. So they're not really sure how it's going to turn out. The Six of Swords is it's not a bad card. It's not as negative card as everyone sort of makes it out to be. The Wheel of Fortune, they would like to sort of get things organized. I think they're a bit more organized than you're expecting. They sort of want to schedule things. They want to make sure things are right, and they want to find out that they have that confidence. They don't want an iffy situation where they don't really know what you're thinking. So if you have some positive things to say, go ahead and say it and give them a bit of the little bit of confidence that they're going to need to hit the Six of Swords and to go out again. But they're definitely interested and definitely going to be following up with that. So it's looking very good. If you're looking for a positive reaction or a positive outlook, you definitely have that, especially with the Two of Cups being in there. Serena, hello. Thank you for your subscription. By the way, there is no list. Donations take priority. Then I just pick it random. I do that because I get bored easy. So I don't want to do 10,000 job questions in a row. I'll mix it up. Get like a job question and then a haunted house question. Somebody wanted a boob job. We had a boob job question. So, you just never know what I'm going to pick. Never know what I'm going to pick there. Can I get a reading for March? Can I get a love reading for what's coming up? Also, thank you for so much teaching me tarot. Oh, you're quite welcome. So, Tarot Light. What a great name. Do you have a channel? Let's go check out your channel. So, Tarot Light, what do you have a question about? Are you currently in a relationship? Are you just sort of wandering around checking out the relationships right now, or how is that going? Let us know. Okay, Tarot Light, TL. Love reading. For what's, for. Well, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Tarot Light, thank you so much. I'll get you a love reading out the door. All right, Deborah wants to know, get help finding lost tax info. Is it in New York, Florida, or is it scattered throughout the dumpster? Is it scattered throughout the dumpster? You just never know. You just never know. All right, so let's check it out. What would be a good love deck? Thank you again, Tarot Light. What would be a good love deck? I'm thinking the love screen. Where's the love screen? Ooh, there we go. Look at that. We got the love screen. Oh, we need to move this over. The green screen platform needs to get moved over a bit, but we have the love screen officially on board here. And I would love to get it. I would love to get a Wizard's Tarot rocking for this. So let's find out. Currently single, but you keep hearing about someone's new is coming up. That's exciting. It's all exciting for the new person. It's all exciting for that new person. So hopefully I'll get you some good news. Get you some good news tonight. Good news tonight. So I'm all excited. Whoa, that one popped out. We got two that popped out. There's your first two cards, by the way. Six of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Okay. Okay, we can do that. Are you working? or not? Are you working or not? That's what I want to know, because this is an interesting combination here. Do have a couple more cards for this. We'll go with that one and this one, and then that one. We'll get you reading out here, and then we'll figure out where Deborah's garbage went. Okay. All right. Well, that's an interesting combination. This is the love screen, though. It is the love screen, though. Yeah, 2 flew out. I normally don't do 2, but I'm sort of rocking it tonight. I'm feeling it tonight. Tonight's an unusual night. I didn't think my Kickstarter was going to make it, and then it's barely hanging on by a thread. 4 of Cups, sort of that delusioned pleasure, or something like that. We got the 6 of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands, Queen of Wands, and I've got a couple of court cards here. I wouldn't mind a couple of cards on top of the court cards. Maybe throw that down. The 9 of Swords on top of that, and then over here. So let's see what we got. I do think that you do have somebody coming, but it's sort of like you're moving, not really moving somewhere. You have something going on to where you're in transit from one thing to the next. So it's like you're going from not this place necessarily to that place, although you could be moving, but you have the 8 of Wands sort of pointing that movement. And the interesting part is you're sort of moving past things, and it comes directly in the middle as well. So I'm kind of curious as to how this works. So let's see what we're moving towards. It's one of the rare situations, by the way, in tarot, to where the 8 of Wands could point to this situation moving very quickly into this situation over here. I would like to zoom in. I do love the love screen, but that is so zoomed out. All right, this is much better if you actually see the cards. So the 8 of Wands sometimes points to this situation moving quickly into this situation. So let's see. I think this is what we're looking at. So let's see this situation over here. The 6 of Pentacles sort of giving, sort of that giving thing. And the 4 of Cups, almost this disillusioned pleasure. You have things that you want, but you're just not satisfied with it. That points me to that I think you have a love opportunity, or I think you had a love opportunity, and you just sort of, didn't really want to deal with that. So you just moved past that, and you sort of moved that along and kept that going. So I think that you sort of turned down something, or you had maybe a subtle opportunity and you didn't really take it. And that sort of points to this delay in your situation. In other words, what you're experiencing right now is a bit of a delay, and the delay is caused by almost like this. It's like, I have everything that I need, but I'm still getting offered more. Or the things that I'm getting offered are not things that I want. They're not just passionate things that I want. For example, this is a terrible example. I apologize in advance. I'm an avid reader, okay? I got books. And I love physical books, but sometimes the physical books are really annoying because they're like, the spine is so hard you can't really open it, so you can barely see the book. Anyway, I'm excited about this book, and I get this book, and it's one of those crappy books you can't open. So I'm sitting there like trying to crack the spine, and it's like made out of adamantium, the stuff that Wolverine's claws. I'm just like, ugh. So I finally broke down and got the Kindle book, and it's just like, I love it. I was all excited about it, and then it turned out not to be what I wanted. And it seems like that's what you're sort of based on in here. Now, you've been delayed, and I think very soon, within the next few weeks, actually, you're moving into a situation of 8 of Wands to where things are going to speed up rapidly. And when I say speed up rapidly, I think you're just going to get thrust into the situation. Okay, the King of Wands. The reason I asked, do you work or not, it's almost like you're meeting this person at work. Are you meeting this person at the place that you're most comfortable at, or the place outside of the home that you really sort of like going? Yesenia, hello. You're the Yesenia that emailed me, right? Okay, Yesenia, I can do it this weekend. I'm open almost all weekend. Just let me know. So thank you for your donation, by the way. Get your love reading out the door as well. But the Queen of Wands, so the Queen of Wands mixed with the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords upside down. What this means, I think you're going to meet an Aquarius, and this Aquarius person is going to be a rather interesting person, and you're going to meet him just rapidly. It's almost like he just comes out of nowhere, just like a magic trick. It's like the tarot magician did a magic trick and just went poof, and this person just appeared out of nowhere. It's going to be like, I've never seen this person before. How in the world do they actually work here? I don't understand this. But you sort of meet them at work, and you have that interaction at work. And the Queen of Wands, Nine of Swords, you're going to be a bit hesitant about the person because they are an Aquarius, and you're just thinking, I'm really not sure if I want to jump into this. It's a work situation. I'm really not sure if it's going to work out. No pun intended, I'm going to work out. The Knight of Pentacles says that this person is going to be an ESTP on the Myers-Briggs scale. And that's a person that loves getting out, going out, and doing things outdoors. I think they're big into hiking. I think that they love to go to movies. I think that they just like going out a lot. So if you're into going out a lot, this is going to be the person for you. The Two of Swords as well. I think that they're very good at communicating, but they just don't like to. If that makes sense. A person that's sort of shy, but they're too shy, it's almost to the point to where you're just like, you need to get over this. But once they break out of that shyness, or once you get into their trust, or once you sort of know them, then they never shut up. Does that make sense? Those type, they won't say anything to you. They won't talk to you, but when they do start talking to you, they never stop talking. So this is that type of person, very excitable, loves to go out, loves to do all this stuff. Kimber, hello, how's it going? We've got a couple of people coming in here. Mary, hey, Mary, it's so good to see you. Priscilla, hello, good evening. Jinbo, hello as well. I appreciate everyone joining tonight. But I think you got a good outlook. I think everything's going well. But again, I think you're delayed because you sort of either turned down or you didn't notice some people sort of flirting with you or and all that. But I think in the next few weeks, it's going to rapidly speed up. This person could appear out of nowhere. They're going to be an Aquarius. I think they're going to be sort of a thin build, a bit too thin almost. But man, they love to go out. They love to do things. They're very excitable. And they don't talk much until you get to know them. And then they never stop talking ever in the history of their life. So, yeah. Blah, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Kimberly, welcome. It's so good to see you. I greatly appreciate you hanging out with us. Third-party situation, had to move away. She was hiding her emotions. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Karen, welcome. Hey, how's it going? By the way, there is no list. Donations take priority. And then I pick at random. By the way, the Echoes of Nature deck is 90% on Kickstarter with 24 hours to go. These are hand-painted things that I did myself. So in case you're wondering where the cards came from, they came from actual drawings and stuff that I did. So link in the chat if you're interested in getting this deck at an insane price right now. All right. Let's see. So Terralita got Deborah. Okay, now, what is a good garbage deck? What is a good garbage deck? And don't say Echoes of Nature. Okay, what is a good garbage deck? I'm thinking that this might hurt tarot. This might hurt tarot, because if you have to dig in the garbage, you have to dig in the garbage. That is a pencil, not a brush. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right. Just been checking it out. Cool. I appreciate that. Love reading. Claire, welcome. If you haven't hit like and subscribe, please do so. I greatly appreciate it. Jocelyn wants a general. Jocelyn wants to throw down some generals. Jocelyn is just merciless today. She's like, throw down some general cards. Get it done right now, Mr. Pencil Boy. Get that done. Put down your pencil. Throw down some cards. Throw it down. Angel, Moonlight Tarot, welcome. What is holding up your divorce? Uh-oh. Well, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you hanging out and being here tonight. We're pretty casual on the channel. By the way, in case you're wondering, there's no list. Donations take priority. Then I pick completely at random. That's just how I roll. If I could get the This Might Hurt Tarot logo off there, that'd be great. Kimberly, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Trying to get a house next month when the finances be comfortably supported. Well, let's check that out. All right, we got quite the queue. We have quite the queue here. Let's find out here. So we're doing Deborah's Finding the Tax Info. New York, Florida, or garbage. Let's figure out where we're going. Hierophant. The Hierophant with the big buildings. Big building tables. Okay. Strength. And the Ace of Cups. I actually think you're going to find it. I actually think you're going to run into it. It's almost like you're going to run into it again. Strength and the Ace of Cups. There's almost like that celebration. There's a bit of that celebration. It's like, well, hey, check this out. Oh, by the way, I need to update the title here. Okay, so Deb wants to know Where is my paper? Did I toss it in garbage? All right. And then we could have another reading for finding it in the garbage and finding it in the garbage. Well, I found my mail. I think you find it. I actually think you find it because strength followed by the Ace of Cups seems to point to the fact that I think that you actually run into it. You run into it almost accidentally. So Hierophant. It was an important paper. Obviously, you have that structured feel. You have the Hierophant with that structured feel and very formal feel as well. So it's a formal paper talking about your tax and all this other stuff. Page of Swords. So you had that communication, you had this paper, and you were sort of startled by it. You're trying to keep it. You're like, I need to keep it somewhere, but I'm not really sure where I should keep it. It's almost like it needs to go somewhere. And then the Temperance. I think that you started to throw it away. I think that it went on to some point to where you're just ready to toss it, or you thought you accidentally tossed it. Todd H, welcome. It's a good spread, Todd H. It's better than the spread that you got on your Todd, I really wish your bum roommate moves out. I mean, I really wish that bum roommate moves out. Karen says he chased me down my own driveway. That's not good. Anyway, so I think you're going to find it again. Strength. It's almost like we run into it. We run into it again, and then everything's cool. We find it. We embrace it. We're like, all right, finally, we get it. We find out where it is. The Temperance, I think you did actually either threw it away, started to throw it away, or something happened with the trash. But the Ace of Cups sort of points to that celebratory that I did find it. Thank you. I found it. I appreciate it. And I think you're going to run into it again. So I don't think you're quite done with that piece of paper just yet. I think that piece of paper is going to come back. This also could, you know what I'm thinking? Give me one more card. Give me one more card. Here's what I'm thinking. Is it electronic or not? You run into it again. But is it electronically or not? Yes or no? Electronically or not? Do you run into it? The Knight of Pentacles. I actually think that it's available electronically. I think that it's available electronically as well. So search that out and see what that, find out if you can do that. Find out if you can do that. If you can hunt it down electronically, is it available electronically, the tax form? So the Knight of Pentacles really does sort of point to that, that it could still be available in an electronic format as well. So that's something to research. See where it came from and see if you can get an electronic copy and just hit print and then you're all set. Helen Dahl, hey, how's it going? So good to see you. Todd, yeah, you need to get rid of that bum. Gotta get rid of the bums. One less bum in the life is always good. It puts you in a good mood. It puts you in a good mood. Yesenia, are you still here? Yesenia, let me know. We're going to do a Light Seers Tarot for Yesenia today. We are all excited. Let's find out where I put that thing. Oh, no, where did I put the Light Seers Tarot? Oh, dude, I know I had it. So we're going to do the Light Seers Tarot after we actually locate it. I think that the Light Seers Tarot went the same place as Deb's tax return. I think that it went in that direction. All right, so that is quite unusual that I can't find a deck of cards. Okay, we're going to use something different. Never mind the Light Seers Tarot. It looks like the wheels is up now. The wheel is up now. Private readings are $30 for 20 minutes. That's right. I got to know you through a new channel, Supportive Tarot by Lisa. Oh, thank you so much, Tina. I appreciate that. I greatly appreciate that. Supportive Tarot with Lisa. I think she posted my deck somewhere, and it got a bunch of backers overnight. So we're almost there. We're at 90%. We're at the finish line of that thing. So, and I know a lot of people commented that they didn't think that it was paintings or drawings. They thought it was a photograph. So I brought today, by the way, my drawing so that you know it is actually it's a drawings and paintings, and I actually did these with pencils. Anyway, so I was surprised. I wonder if that's what caused some of that. People are just like, oh, did you take a picture of your cat? Is that what you did? Come on, Mr. Pencil Boy, you just took a picture of your cat. Okay. So let's lopsided. Let's straighten it out. There we go. Karen sounds like she's tired of the divorce. Okay, so we are on Yesenia. So Yesenia, are you in a relationship right now? I know I asked you this before, and I'm trying to see if you replied. Okay, so let's see about the general love reading there for, let's see, for Yesenia. There we go. Okay, King of Cups. Are you in something right now? Are you in something right now? Because the King of Cups looks like either you were in something or you're just out of something. So it's almost like that you had some things going on, or you had a bit of the drama going on, basically, into the Eight of Swords. So you had a bit of the drama going on. Things didn't go quite as well as they could have. Maybe this is a distant previous relationship. But yeah, it seems that there's something in the past as far as relationships was concerned. The Seven of Wands, it's almost like that you're not really looking. Are you, okay, you're single. Okay. So are you currently looking for somebody? You're currently searching for somebody? It could be that somebody's coming into your life as well. I do think that you have some opportunities. You have some opportunities with the world. Pull one more different card. Okay. So I do think you have a few opportunities. I don't think that a couple of opportunities are going to be the best thing for you. I think you're going to have a couple of bad opportunities sort of mixed, sort of in the mix. I think the first one is going to be an Aries opportunity. And this person is not really going to be a good match at all. It's almost like they're a bit too aggressive, a bit too assertive with the dating thing. Okay, Yesenia, you're dating. Okay. The Aries is a bit too aggressive, and it's almost like they're a bit too much. So is this a person you're dating, the King of Cups and the Eight of Swords combination? I'm kind of curious about that as well. So if you have more than one person, that could explain it as well. But we do have a King of Cups sort of in here, and I don't think that particular relationship is going to work out quite well. The King of Cups could be like a water sign. Maybe he is a bit, or maybe this person is a bit over the top. Maybe the person is a bit over the top as far as what they do and how they act. Sort of like a clown, a bit of, likes to have fun, likes to sort of just jump into things, doesn't really care much about things, and just sort of jumps in. The King of Cups is sort of that personality type. So that's what I'm curious, is one of the people that you're dating. The Eight of Swords sort of indicates that this could be something that doesn't work out long term. It could be more of a short-term relationship. Definitely one of the not better choices, or one of the inferior choices as far as that's concerned. So the Seven of Wands says ultimately it's a matter of that you don't really want to go forward with something, and is an ex-boyfriend. Okay, so you really don't want to go forward with something, and the other person does. So the other person is sort of pushing things forward, trying to get a bit into it, and then you're just sort of backing off at some point because you're just like, that's a bit too much. I really don't want to jump into this at this time. So you get a bit defensive. I don't think you want to go forth with a relationship, go forward with that relationship, and eventually you just cut it off. I mean, you're the person that just says, all right, that's I'm done. This is the finale to this. This is not something I really want to continue, and things like that. So Sagittarius, okay, well, there you go. So Sagittarius is going to be looking a little bit better. Yeah, I think the King of Cups was not the best choice at all. The Ten of Wheels, I think ultimately you do get into a long-term relationship. The Ten of Wheels combined with the World, and then the Five of Wheels as well. And I think it comes from a situation in a relationship that you really didn't think was going to work out at all. It was a relationship or the type of person that you're just like, not really opposites attract, but they're so different from you, and they come from such a different background than you, that you end up just thinking this is not going to work out from the start. So you're going in from the start and like, not going to work out. That's not going to work out at all. And I think that one is actually ends up working out. I think that you sort of push through it, and then things actually work out. So I think that one's going to be a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, you have some multiple opportunities. You have a bunch of things happening as far as the love life is concerned. And again, I think the one that's sort of pushing the relationship, the one that's sort of assertive, the aggressive, is not going to be your best match as well. But I think the one that the Five of Wheels, you're not necessarily excited about it. You don't really think the relationship is going to work out. Suddenly it just sort of, either the person grows on you or it moves into a different direction, or you find out more about the person and become more interesting. But I think that one is the one that ultimately works out for you. So I think that is going to be successful. But yeah, it looks like you have a lot of options. It looks like you have a lot of things going. But I do think that you have a good relationship on the horizon. You're just going to have to come up with, or you have to put up with a couple of bad ones, or sort of a couple of bad candidates, as per se, then before you sort of get into that. So Blah, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Blah says question below, and I'm scrolling down to find out about Blah's question. Okay, so Blah has a job in Kansas City. All right, Blah. Kansas City job. Accept it? Okay, so you got a new job offer. Want to find out if that's going to be acceptable to you or not. I'm thinking that we need to go to the job screen. Go to the job screen and check out job opportunities here. We use a nice large deck for this. We use the Bohemian Gothic Tarot from Baba Studio. By the way, Baba Studio makes the best decks. Okay, exciting news for everybody, by the way. Me and the doctor are going to be doing a collab. And we're going to be talking about how to start your YouTube channel. So if you're interested in YouTube, if you want to start a YouTube tarot channel, we're going to be talking about success, what makes it a success, what makes it challenging, how to get through some of the bigger challenges you run into, how to persevere through it, etc., etc. So that's going to be on Saturday at 2 p.m. Central. And I'll have a graphic on here pretty soon to sort of hype that. So that's going to be really fun. Another collab. We got, I think, like 4 or 5 collabs coming. So super, super exciting. Anyway, so should you take this job or not? Well, we have the job screen. See what's happening here with the 4 of Swords. Sort of means you want to research this a bit more than you think. A bit more than you think. Something about it. Something about it is different. Something about it is different. You don't have all the information that you need. So the 4 of Swords looks like that. Take a rest. Take a little bit of a break. Don't be too excited yet. We want to dig into this, research it, figure out what that missing information is, because something's up. Basically, the 4 of Swords says something is up, followed immediately by the 7 of Wands. I think something's going on and you need to figure out what that is. That's going to be very important for you. So do a little extra bit of research. Get online, find out what's going on with the company. If you have the interview, look around, find out people are miserable, et cetera, et cetera. I think ultimately, once you find out about the information, you get clarity on it and you ask them about it. You're like, okay, what about this and that, et cetera. And I do think that they're excited to have you. Judgment, right? Judgment says they're excited to have you. I think they have a spot for you. I think that they have this opportunity for you. And by the way, entertainment purposes only. Obviously, never take a job based upon a random fluffy Virgo reading cards on YouTube. HX Shimsy, welcome. Hey, how's it going? So the Ace of Pentacles ultimately says yes. You decide to take it. Is it a better job or not? Again, this is just an entertaining tarot reading, but the Ace of Pentacles does say that this opportunity is going to be something to look at and definitely seriously look at. But there's hidden information. There's something else going on with that. You definitely want to be aware of that before you just jump in. But judgment means that they're ready to take you. They do have a spot for you and they're ready. They have that rebirth, there. I think you're going to feel reborn. I think it's going to be something exciting for you. And the Ace of Pentacles says you definitely end up taking it. I think as far as tarot goes, the tarot says that you end up taking it. And that is the job screen. HX Shimsy, yes, I got plenty of sleep last night. I was so hyped after the Lisa collab. Man, that was just so fun. I was just like, yay. Because Lisa's like full of energy and I'm full of energy and we're both like just running around. I love that. Jocelyn, general reading for Jocelyn. You know what, Jocelyn? I'm thinking I'm thinking it's time for the green screen. It's time for the green screen. Are you ready? Because I'm not. I need to clear out some cards. I need to move this over here and move this over here. Move that over there. Get the Thoth out of the way. And then I think we should be moderately ready for the green screen. How exciting is that? All right, get Kitty. Kitty's going to need to go over here. Okay. Let's see, do I have it enabled? Oh, no. You know what helps with a green screen? What helps is if you actually enable the chroma key. Enabling the chroma key on the green screen makes a world of difference. A world of difference. Because without it, you look like me. Okay. So we got a general reading for JR. General reading. Let's go for it. Let's go for the green screen. And for this, we're going to use the mini Thoth. Oh, it's a miniature version of the Thoth. How cute is that? How cute is that? HX Shimsy says, oh, Kitty, that's right. HX, we actually have 90% of our goal done right now. 90% of our goal done right now for the Echoes of Nature. So it could be not the Echoes of Failure anymore. It could return to the Echoes of Nature. If we make 100%, 22 hours to go. You never know what's going to happen with that. But I do know that we have the mini Thoth here. And we have the green screen with all of the spots filled up. We're all excited about this. Let's check it out. The past. Well, isn't that interesting? The past. So Jocelyn. So it's almost like that you're refusing help. It's almost like that you're refusing help. I think that you have some opportunities for help. You have opportunities for things. And you're just like, I got this. I got this. You know, that I got it. I don't need that. I got this. So I think that you should sort of get the help that you need, or get help. I think some people are offering help. Some people are offering assistance. I think that you're finding some things a bit challenging, and you have the availability to get a little assistance with it, but you're just like, I got this. And that could be something that's sort of preventing you from getting where you want to go, or getting to where you need to be. So what is below you? I believe that you're running into some financial challenges, maybe a bit of financial challenges as far as that goes. But I do think those are getting resolved. I don't think those are long-term. I think the financial challenges can get resolved, and I do see a positive outlook from those. I don't see those being anything just like huge. As far as sort of your personal situation here, as you see that, the present situation, I think you're trying to find a balance between some of the drama that you have, maybe some of the financial situation that you have, and as well as some of the other things that you have. I think you have a lot of things going, and you're trying to find that middle ground where you're going to be happy and content with everything that's happening. But the problem is you just have a few challenges that are sort of coming across with you. And one of those is, I think that you have a couple of issues. It's almost like that the issues are just weighing on you, and they're just sort of weighing you down, and it's not as something to where you can just sort of get rid of it. You end up worrying too much. Mermaid Seawolf, hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Another Aquarius. How funny. Okay, so, but yeah, I think that you worry about things too much. You need to sort of relax with that. And don't really worry. Don't really get into the thick of it too much. Let certain things slide. You don't have to hang on to everything. You don't have to hold on to every little thing and worry about it, or hold on to every little thing. Let some things go, basically. Sort of what is above you. I think that you need to get moving. We need to get moving. You're not taking advantage of some of these things to get moving, to get motivated. You're not taking some of these projects seriously that you've been putting off, et cetera, and you're just trying to get that going. So the future, I do think that you have a different perspective in the future. I do think that situations turn about a bit, and it gives you a different perspective. It gives you a different appreciation of what you're currently going through and what you're sort of facing within the future. And I think the future is going to be a lot of different situations, a lot of different perspectives in what you're sort of facing now. The general advice is to avoid conflict when you can. Don't sort of dig in too deep. Pick your battles. Pick your battles. Don't just dig in too deep and try to fight everything. There's no reason to fight everything. There's no incentive to do that. There's no benefits to doing that. Let some things slide, and that sort of comes back to the other things. Externally, I do think that you have some people that are working against you. You're going to have to sort of deal with that as well. Hopes and fears. I think that overall, a lot of times you fear failure or you fear failing at something, so you just don't try. You're just like, I really don't want to step into that. I don't want to jump into that. That's not something I'm really passionate about, but it could be. But you're just sort of concerned about the failure overall. Outcome, I think that the blockages that you're facing could be the financial blockages. It could be the worry. End up working themselves out. That interference upside down really sort of indicates that things are gonna get better, or things not gonna be as bad in the future. And I think a lot of your situation is gonna clear up. And that would be a general reading. Sounds like dominoes. Sounds like dominoes. Okay, well, back to the zoomed in we go, by the way. Oh, so look at that green screen. Look at that green screen action right there as I hit the microphone. I'm sure that sounded pleasant. I'm sure that sounded pleasant when I whacked the microphone with my hand. I'm posting the link. You mean to the Echoes of Nature? Is that what you mean? Where I hand drew, by the way, I hand drew every card in the Echoes of Nature. It's a little kitty. I hand drew it. This is a Stable arm marking pencil, and it allows you to go over pastels. So you have pastels here on this board, and you can still go over the pastels by using the Stable arm marking pencil, because it's designed to mark on top of glass, steel, and everything else. So then you can come over with your back layer, and then you can do that. So you get all the cool stuff here, little hairs there, and every single card would come from a drawing or painting that I did. All right, that is the spam of my deck. Please back. What is holding up your divorce? All right, Angel, Moonlight Tarot. What is holding up your divorce? I want to know. AMT. What is holding up your divorce? All right. Elizabeth Magical Garden, welcome back. I appreciate you joining. Oh, Elizabeth, you're the one that asked me about Wheel of Time, right? I'm currently reading Loch Lamora Lies or something like that. Anyway, that series, I'm currently reading that. That's really cool. That's the new fantasy. I picked up a ton of books. I'll do a video about that. Absolutely nobody cares, but I'll do a video about that anyway. Even though you don't care, you're going to get a video anyway. The Little Prince would be great for this. When I think of divorce, I think of the Little Prince Tarot. Oh, such a cute kitty. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. So the cute kitty, after you color correct it and everything, becomes this beautiful cat in the Echoes of Failure. Okay. What is holding up your divorce? Hopefully it can get resolved, because that is no good. That is no, seriously, it's 94%. We're in the final rounds. We're in the final rounds. Thanks to all of you. Thanks to all of you. I appreciate everyone's support. That's going to be awesome if it funds overnight. I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to be all excited. I'm going to lose more sleep being all excited about my deck of cards. Okay. So what is holding up your divorce? Hopefully it doesn't hold up for long. Well, the Three of Pentacles, money, and the Ten of Pentacles, money. Okay, so what's holding up your divorce? Money, basically, money, more money, more money, more money. We have a cliffhanger, my friends, we have a cliffhanger. This is for Angel Moon Tarot, by the way. I got some people, I'm not getting a divorce. Karen, this is not your reading. This is Angel Moon Tarot. Asteria Sand, thank you. Asteria Sand, thank you so much. Brianna, welcome. Brianna, hey, Brianna, my Kickstarter is 94%. I'm at 94%, Brianna. It may actually not be the echoes of failure after all. It may not be. It may be the echoes of success, you know? Jade, welcome. I appreciate it. Well, basically, the answer is money. We do have a cliffhanger at the end. We'll come to that in just a second. I love cliffhangers, by the way. It's like a movie up in here. It's a movie thing with a cliffhanger ending. So the Three of Pentacles, they're really, really working. They're really working against you. And obviously, that's any case in any divorce, master of the obvious. Why is Mr. Fluffy Virgo saying they're working against you? No, duh. It's a divorce. But, some divorces go easy. Some go easy. I've had a couple of divorces, and, one of them went so easy. Everybody signed everything, and it was done. You never know. It could be the echoes of success. You never know. But this person is really working against you. And they're trying to find any possible loophole. They're trying to find any possible legality that they can. Shay Queen, thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Will the Libra contact me in March? We'll find out. Shay, we have 3 ahead of you. Well, 4 if you count this one. So they are working heavily against you. And I think that they're on the winning side so far. I believe they're on the winning side so far. The 10 of Wands says this is a burden on you. For this thing to get drug out, for this thing to be so much drama within it, and a lot of things are sort of weighing in on you. The 10 of Wands, that burden, a lot of things are sort of weighing in on you as you sort of go in, because you really don't know what is happening. There's not a lot of communication, as much communication as you need to come from that, and there's a lot of expectations that are just not being fulfilled with this. I think you came into this thinking it's not that complex. We're going to move through this. We're going to parse through this. It's not going to be that big of a problem. And the 10 of Wands just sort of hit. It just went boom and hit, right? It sort of hit. I do think that you're in a situation to where you will eventually get a success situation, but it's not 100% success. It's not 100% success. We have the 10 of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands. I think you're going to be in a situation where you get most of what you want. Not 100% again, but you get enough to where you're pretty satisfied, right? So let's explain what's happening here. We go from the state of worry. We go from the state of being burdened. We go from the person working overtime, literally, to get as much as they can from you. And it's all about the money. We have money everywhere. But then we get into a 10 of Pentacles. The situation resolves in your favor, sorta. Not everything. You don't get the golden rainbow. You don't get the winning lottery, but you get enough, right? You get enough. The 6 of Wands points to victory. We have that victory dance, that victory parade that you're going to be able to go out of the courthouse with. Beautiful 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands combination. And then the cliffhanger, the judge, or the court, the Hierophant, by the way, not only a religious institution, but it's also any legal institution or big institution where power is involved, and power is going to be within the court. And the court sort of comes to this cliffhanger decision to where you're not really sure what's going on. You were winning, but then something happens. You have a bit of a spice or a bit of a drama at the very end. But I do think you get a lot of what you're looking for, and I think things sort of work out with that. But as far as what's holding it up, basically money, they're forcing it to hold up. They're making it longer. They're trying to weigh things down on the 10 of Wands. So don't take the bait. Don't take the bait, right? Don't worry about it. Don't be concerned. Let the people that know what they're doing, these lawyers know what they're doing, the judge knows what they're doing, let it ride, let them do their jobs, and don't be too concerned. But yeah, it is held up. It is going to be held up, but ultimately you win a lot of stuff. So anyway, okay, well, Cap G, offer me another interview and job. Ama, welcome. Yeah, Ama, I remember you asking about the interview or something like that. I remember something about that. Anyway, well, Angel Moon Tarot, divorce is never fun. I hope that everything works out. And as far as the cards go, they do work out. Just don't be worried about it. I know that's hard, but these lawyers, I mean, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Okay. Should I get a house next month? Okay, should I get a house next month? And will my cashola afford it? Will my cashola afford it? Oh, Sage Advice Share, thank you so much for joining us. Great collab with Supportive Tarot. I agree. I love Supportive. I love Lisa. She is awesome. Watched it to the end. Oh, that's so nice of you. I appreciate it. Hated calling you T.O. Remind me of Tara Owens. Okay, so Kimberly, should I get a house next month? All right, that's a big decision. This is entertainment purposes only. If you're going to get a house, I'm just saying right now, if you're going to get a house, you need to take to that house. You absolutely need to have the, where'd it go? You know, I did all this hype, and you need to have the Hermetic Tarot. I'm just saying, if you're going to a house, you need to have the Hermetic Tarot. And the Hermetic Tarot is under the kitty. I moved the kitty on top of the tarot. That's never a good thing. It's never a good thing. Let's get it there. Oh, 96%. Yes, 96%. By the way, the echoes of nature. There's only going to be 100 of these printed, and you'll never see it again in your life. So for $29 for 72 cards, 330 GSM, 330 GSM. Beautiful. Just saying, it's beautiful. The Hermetic Tarot, speaking of beautiful, the Hermetic Tarot's out. We got it out. We got it out. We're throwing it down. We're throwing it down. Lisa is amazing. Lisa's amazing. Did you see that we had like 120 people at one point in there? That was nuts. That was nuts. By the way, I'm having another collab on Saturday with the doctor. The doctor is in the house. We are going to talk about starting your YouTube channel. If you're interested in doing YouTube, if you're interested in doing tarot on YouTube, you need to be there. 2 p.m. Saturday. I'll have a promo up here soon. But yeah, we're going to do that. So he is amazing. He has a very cool setup that looks sort of similar. I mean, it looks very professional. So if you want to know how to do pro YouTube tarot, tune in 2 o'clock on 2 o'clock Central on Saturday. So should you get a house or not? 6 of Wands, Universe, High Priestess, King of Swords, Hermit. Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah. I mean, this sort of just throws it down. Elizabeth Magical Garden, throw it down. Indeed. Indeed. But yeah, the Lord of Victory, 6 of Wands. I think this is a success. By the way, entertainment purposes only, never buy a house based upon a fluffy Virgo reading cards on YouTube. Just don't do it. But yeah, Lord of Victory. Lord of Victory. And the interesting part about this is, because you're worried about your finances, we're seeing, are the finances coming? Are the finances sort of moving forward? Are we going to be able to get that? And we have Jupiter here. Jupiter is an expansion, and it's an expansion within, so we're looking really at an expansion. I think things are going to expand. I think you're going to be able to have what you need. I do think that there's some negotiation involved. There's some negotiation involved that you haven't been doing, or there's a bit more negotiation involved that could be done, right? The universe with the High Priestess, we're communicating on that level, and we're getting things done, or we're getting things negotiated down. And the King of Swords, sort of that master almost of negotiation, the Chariot of the Winds. I see you moving. I see a definite move. And then the Hermit as far as getting into a house and, sort of moving into something, the Hermit points to that happy move, to where you're settled down and you're in there. So, oh, by the way, I'm coming up with a new series soon after I get this Echoes of Nature out of the way, because this is a pain in my, but I mean, it's too much organization, too much work. But after this is done, we're going to have a series of how to do every single question. So how to do job question, how to do a moving question, how to do a love question, and what cards you want to look for and what cards you don't want to have down. So if you're looking for that, so that's going to be really cool. And we'll have handouts. So I have a handout that you can download that'll show you all the good cards, bad cards, and what the good combinations, bad combinations would be for every particular question. So that's coming. Get excited about that. But anyway, but basically, yeah, so the Hermit at the end, or anytime you see a Hermit within a moving or maybe a new house or a relocation or something like that, points to a comfortable move, to where you're there, you're comfortable, and you're successful, or you're comfortable within that space. Obviously, the 4 of Wands would be a great one as well. Maybe the 10 of Pentacles would be awesome as well. But the Hermit says that you're happily moved, you're happily settled down within that space. But there's some negotiation involved, obviously. You're going to need to do that negotiation. I think the negotiation is going to make the financial situation be better. And also, I think the financing works out as well. But the Six of Wands as the first card points to an absolute win, an absolute win. Obviously, the Lord of Victory as the first card on any particular spread is amazing. It's just amazing. So definitely a fantastic result, fantastic spread for you. Not a single bad card in there. So basically, if you're looking for a yes or no answer, that is a very positive yes. But again, entertainment purposes only. Don't make a massive financial decision based upon me. Based upon tarot. Tarot should be, sort of a guide. It should be that little guide or the little hint that you have. It should never be a final decision. Anyway, Mary H wants a general reading. General reading from Mary H. Let's find out about that. Yeah, Kimberly. I hope everything works out. It's going to be super exciting. Oh, I love moving. I just moved myself, and it was so exciting. Speaking of gorgeous decks, look what we got. Look what we got. We got the Dark Mansion Tarot. Dark Mansion Tarot. Linen. Linen is amazing for cards. Linen's amazing for cards. Deck Sniffers. I'm a book sniffer. Not really a deck sniffer. I am a book sniffer. I have to admit. I just got like 10 books in. And yeah, I mean, I definitely did the book sniff. When they're from Amazon, sometimes Amazon has that smell, and it's not a good smell. It's not a good smell. When it's been sitting in that Amazon warehouse for too long. Yeah. So do they make book Febreze or do they make tarot Febreze? Mermaid She-Wolf, you are indeed next. So we have Mary H right now, and then Mermaid She-Wolf, and then Shay Queen, and then Amia X. Yeah, the Amazon warehouse doesn't do books a favor. It doesn't do them a favor. I'm just saying. First time in 6 years. Wow, I bet you're ready to go. When I was doing apartments, I would move every year. My whole life was in a box. I'd have like these permanent boxes sitting around. My whole life was in there. Anyway, yeah, when you move a lot, you tend to throw away stuff you don't use. My general rule was if I have not used it in 3 years, I throw it away or I give it away. And that goes for everything. So that's how it goes. That's why you see me shuffling through the different tarots. So they get used, All right. General reading. Got a couple of interesting cards here. Okay, let's do for 2020. I think at the beginning of 2020 is going to be a slow time for you. It's going to be a time to where you're just going to need a reset. And I actually think, very rarely say this, that meditation is going to be a big plus for you for the sort of the first part of 2020, getting meditation done. I think that you have a lot of random thoughts. You have a lot of thoughts that are just unnecessary. And I think that they sort of cloud your intuition or cloud your ability to sort of be in touch with your thoughts and be in touch with yourself. And I think that you have an excellent inner voice, an excellent intuition voice that can be activated if you just sort of calm down the inner voices that are just rattling all the time about nothing. So I think that you're sort of hindered in many respects with that, and I think meditation is going to cure a lot of that up. So the High Priestess into the Emperor, get control of your thoughts, get control of your worrying, get control of this stuff. So this is going to be very important. It can be critical to you in the coming months, right? In the coming months. 98%, I'd buy that for $1. Okay. So, but yeah, the High Priestess and the Empress says get control. It's all about control. Very, very critical for you to do that and let your inner voice talk, because again, I think your intuition is super strong and you need to get in touch with it. Get in touch with it. So the 10 of Pentacles, I do believe that you're in for a bit of money. 10 of Pentacles could be a lot of different things. Could be happy home. Could be a family situation. Could be a lot of different things. But I think you're going to get a bit of money around mid-year. We got mid-year coming here. So around July-ish, I think that you have some money coming. I think it's going to come from an unexpected place. Not going to be a landfall to where, is it landfall or windfall? Or is it both? I'm not sure, but it's not going to be a insert name fall to where that you suddenly get a boatload of money. But I think you find out that you can get some money, you can get some extra income, and suddenly that just occurs. Suddenly it just occurs. It's almost unexpected as point. You need to be careful what you do with this money. You need to be careful what you do with this money. That is going to be a critical situation as well once you get the extra money, because you're going to be tempted to basically waste it on something or use it on something that's not advantageous, use it on something that's not going to be preventative or good for you and stuff like that. I also think that you almost have someone that you know has a medical situation to where you end up having to spend money on that, or you have a money concern as far as that is as well. Not a major situation, you know, but just sort of a minor situation that sort of needs help medically. And I think the medical situation occurs around October. So look for that around October. Look for a bit of extra money around July. Really sort of get that intuition. That's going to play some key points within the later months as well. Nine of Cups overall, I think 2020 is going to be a good year for you. I think this is going to be sort of a one of the years to where things go from sort of mediocre or medium into a bit above medium, you know, a bit above average. I think above average is what you're looking for. Not looking for great, fantastic. You're not looking for a small, minor thing, but you're looking for, thank you, windfall, Todd. I appreciate it. But I think that you're looking at a pretty good year, Just watch out for the medical thing that sort of comes up. Watch out what you spend the money on that you get around July, and I think everything will be cool. 98% funded. You mean, look, you made the kitty happy. You made the cat happy. You did. You made him happy. He is happy now. See, look at that. He's looking up. He's looking over there. He's like, wait, 98%. Can I? No, I probably don't. No, anyway, but he's like 98%. That's amazing. That's it. Let's add some whiskers. Let's celebrate and add some kitty whiskers. We need some whiskers there too. Add some kitty whiskers and don't get on the mouth. Keep away from the mouth. Okay, that's enough whiskers. Okay. All right. This writes on glass, metal, and everything else. If you're looking for a cheat sheet, or if you're looking for just like the cheat code for how to do cats, this one pencil is it. This one pencil is it. Happy Kitty. Happy Kitty's like 98%. Oh my God. All right. So I know everyone's waiting for, 74 backers. Whoa, it is right there. I think it's going to fund. I think the echoes of failure is no longer the echoes of failure. And LOL Kickstarter is thank you, Kickstarter. It's thank you, Kickstarter. You can't have too many whiskers. You just can't. So Mermaid Seawolf is like, when is my reading? Can you stop with the cat already? Mermaid Seawolf is like, I just want to know about my Aquarius. Enough with the cat. Okay. Me and Aquarius. What sign are you, Mermaid? Let us know. What sign are you? So many whiskers. Kitty glow up. Do I add 29 or 39? Shaker. Okay. You're in Australia? Do the 29. Always do the cheap. Do the 29. All right. Do the 29. And okay, it says last minute. Shaker. Do the last minute. And the last minute has cheap shipping. I'll ship it to you for 15. Don't do any of the others. Do the last minute sale. And that's going to get you cheap shipping to Australia. Okay, so for this one, we're actually going to use the Light Seers Tarot because I found it. The sea has parted, the clouds have separated, showing this beautiful sunlight. And the beautiful sunlight is the Light Seers Tarot. What is your sign? I am a Virgo. I'm a fluffy Virgo. And what does it mean? By the way, my next deck is a Lenormand deck, and it's called the Fluffy Virgo Lenormand. And the reason that I'm fluffy, I think that was started by Joe or Sid, because I used to be fat, and now I'm not fat because I lost 230-something pounds. So now I'm not fat, but obviously I'm not thin either because I used to weigh 410 pounds. So now I'm just fluffy. That's that middle ground between fat and not fat. So, you know, the fat bastard in the Austin Powers movies. I got a little extra skin. I didn't eat any corn. Okay, so let's see. What are we doing? We're doing Mermaid Seawolf asking about, is there a future between me and the Aquarius? Oh, well. No, not really. Don't ever make relationship decisions based upon a fluffy Virgo reading cards on YouTube. But I'm just saying no. No. Okay, so the Three of Wands. I think that there's a lot of things happening. Well, you know, you're going to tell me that you and the Aquarius are happily dating and you're madly in love and you're married or something, right? Mermaid Seawolf, let me know. Libra, not a Virgo. Anyway, the Three of Wands, I think that you do have some possibilities here. I think that things are working out. Things are going to work out sort of, kind of. I think that you sort of have this walk. You have this walk that you have to do to get to from place A to place B. And Kimberly Red, how did you do it? I starved myself. So I don't recommend that, by the way. Don't do that. But that worked for me, but don't do that. But anyway, the Three of Wands sort of point you to that we have possibilities, or I think you're looking out at this horizon. And I think this looks pretty good. I think this looks all right. I'm pretty excited about this. Like I'm excited about the echoes of nature. But I think things look pretty good. And then the Five of Wands sort of hits. And I think that there's some complications within this. I think that the mixture between you two is a bit of a spicy one. I think it ends up being a bit spicy, or ends up being some conflict involved there. And things don't go as well as they should throughout the relationship. Now you're stuck. With... What do I do? What do I do here? I have some conflict. It looks so good. I'm looking out at this pattern. I'm looking out at this possibilities and look great. And now we're hitting these situations. What do I do? And I think the Tower says that you end up just sort of, sort of bailing, either bailing or this person bails, or you agree that maybe this is not the best thing. Maybe not. Tower points to that shakeup that ultimately occurs, because the Five of Wands into the Tower is not a good combination. I'm just saying. The Queen of Pentacles, I think that you find someone else. I think that you find the King of Pentacles. And I think this is a much better relationship because you have the Queen and then the King of Pentacles. This combination, I think, is the key. The next relationship that you have, this combination, I think, is the key for that. And I think this is a much better relationship than what you currently have, or what you have with the Aquarius. Again, entertainment purposes only. But this is just what the cards say. Anyway, good luck. I appreciate that. Yeah, just add. Don't cancel your pledge. Please don't cancel the pledge. Oh, man. Okay, so where are we at? We are almost there. We have a sliver. To go. We have a sliver to go on the dashboard. I'm looking at, I need to enter my password. Okay, on the dashboard, I'm looking at, who just did that? We got, okay. Tanya said we're almost there. So close, Julie says. Cool. Shay Queen. Will the Libra contact me in March? I hope so, Shay. Let's see. SQ will they contact me in March? Okay, so Todd says erectile dysfunction in the Tower. You know, Todd, that could be. I'm not really going to dig into their personal relationship, but you never know. You just never know. That would be awkward. Okay, so Shay Queen, what would be a good deck for you? I'm thinking the Echoes of Nature. We got to do it. We have to do it. Can you put a face to the fluffy Virgo man? Yes, there's a face on my channel. The fluffy Virgo man used to be fat, but is no longer fat, is just fluffy. You can't go from 410 pounds to skinny. It just doesn't happen. You have that intermediate. How can you get an extra deck? Tina K, go into the the Kickstarter and click Manage Pledge and then you can add money to your existing pledge and just add $29. So go into your existing pledge. You want to manage it, and it'll come up with $1, and you can add more dollars and add 29 more dollars to it. And then I'll get you an extra deck during the survey when I send out the survey. All right. So we're doing the Echoes of Nature for you, sort of show how this thing is read. Here we go. Interesting combination here. Let's go for this. All right. Will they contact you? Jumping to conclusions, taking the shortcut, and the hidden path. Casting a long shadow. I think that they do contact you, but it's not in March. I think you're looking a bit longer. I think they have other things going, basically. I think what's happening here is they have other things going. They're busy with other things. Jumping to conclusion, casting a long shadow. The casting a long shadow puts a delay almost between these two. I do think that you're expecting them to. I do think that you're expecting them to right now. And that's sort of the jumping to conclusions. I think a lot of your intuition is pointing in that direction, right? Let me know. I believe a lot of your intuition is pointing in that direction, and you're sort of expecting it to, and you're expecting things to come about. And I think that you have high hopes for this. I think that you have a lot of high hopes for this. And, you know, one of the things to where it could be good, could be bad, but I think your intuition points to those really positive outlook for this. And I think that you're right. I think this is a positive outlook. Is it for March? Is it for March, though? I think that you're looking at April, maybe April-ish, but they have things going on. There's some delays within that. Casting a long shadow has that delay, has that communication delay as well. But you are looking at Mercury and Gemini. You're talking about the communication will come. You have a communication breakthrough within here for these two signs are pointing through. That takes a while. There is a delay. Now you're looking at a hidden path and taking the shortcut. I think when they contact you, they have some news, or they have something that they want to do. That's going to be a bit different than what you're thinking. So I think they have alternate plans, or they have some alternate news for you that you're not quite expecting. So look for some unexpected news when they do contact you, and as well, look for a delay. The delay and the unexpected news is going to be an interesting combination. But overall, I think this is a positive thing. I think you're positive about the relationship. You're excited about the relationship, and I think this is going to be good news overall. So, taking the shortcut. That is a Michael James Smith lesson that I did. So this is my version of the lesson. Very cool, very cool. And the frog jumping to conclusions. The kitty is so happy. The kitty says 98%. You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Wait. You have to be kidding me. So, will Cap G offer me another interview and job? Let's find out about that. Another interview. Are we funded? Are we actually funded? You serious? Oh, we are funded. We are funded. Celebrate. We are funded. Oh my God. I didn't think this would happen. We are fully funded. This is awesome. Look at this. I appreciate everyone's support. All of y'all made that happen. Look at that. Look at how happy Kitty is now. That is awesome. $101% funded. That is so awesome. You have made me and Kitty very happy over here at TarotOracle Central. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. I greatly appreciate it. This is going to be so fun. So it's already being printed, and it should be here quick. It should be here very quick. So, wow, that is really cool. All right. So will Cap G offer me another interview and job? Let's find out about that. And then, obviously, this is the last question. We're ending soon. We're ending right now, in fact. We'll do the Hush Tarot. There's the Hush Tarot. Oh, yeah. The Hush Tarot. We did not do Thoth tonight. What a weird night. Is there more money on the way? Congratulations. Thank you so much, Mary H. Tina. I appreciate it. And HX Shimsy, CM, Jade, everybody cheering me on. Thank you so much. Ama, Stephanie. That's awesome. Okay, find out about Cap G. And then we're going to go eat dinner. We're going to go eat dinner. I'm so happy that funded. So the deck should actually be here in like 3 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks. So I need to get the book printed. Okay. Here we go. Let's get the Hush Tarot out of the way. And check this out. Cool. I need to get a lot of things. I need to start working. I need to work. You did do the mini thought. Yes, I did. You're correct. Will they offer you another job? The King of Swords says yes. The King of Swords says yes. If you're looking for, will they offer me a job? Will I get something? Will I get some communication about something? The King of Swords is a definite 100% absolute positive card that sort of creeps right in here, followed by the Seven of Cups. I actually think they have multiple things that they have going. You have multiple opportunities here. Seven of Cups being that, sort of that multiple opportunity feel, right? You have all of these different options. Which option are you going to choose? You have this, you have that. And that's going to be great news for you. I think they have multiple things that they could offer you. If they don't, then I think, again, they have multiple places that you could fit. So even if they do get you for one job, once you get in there, you're going to have opportunities that you didn't realize. When you get into a new job and all of a sudden you see, hey, there's multiple things that maybe I could be doing here. What about that over there? Can I try that? So I think that's going to be something as well. The Two of Swords, again, points to the choices, and the Hermit points to, I don't really think you're going to have a lot of teammates. It's almost like that they give you something that doesn't have a lot of teammates, or something that you work independently on. That could point to anything from working from home. Being the Hermit, it could possibly mean working from home. It could also mean that you're in a situation where you're a sole team, or you're responsible for a team, but you really don't have a team that's available. It could also be the team is offshore. Maybe your team is in India or some other country. That could point to that as well. But it's almost like that you're communicating with a team that's not there, or your team is not present. It could be, again, a lot of things. Maybe your team works from home. Maybe you work from home, or et cetera, et cetera. But the King of Swords says the communication is coming, a definite positive. There are multiple places or multiple opportunities. So you could have 1 or 2 or 3 different opportunities. And you're not going to be within a big team. It's almost like you're working alone, or you're working in a team that's off-site. But Ama, yeah, it is positive. It is positive. The King of Swords, and then the options points to that's a very good job thing. Could you have the Ace of Pentacles? Could you have the Three of Pentacles here? Would have been much better, yes. But the King of Swords does point to a communication about multiple opportunities. So definitely good news all around. And that is fantastic. Speaking of fantastic, the Echoes of Nature is now funded. And I will never, ever put Echoes of Failure again, ever in my life. Will I do that again? I'm sorry, man. But yeah, this is going to be out. So stream's over, but we'll talk about this. So this is going to be out in 3 weeks. I paid the printer. They're printing it. He said 2 or 3 weeks, it'll be out. So I'm going to get this, and then I need to get a prototype of the book printed. And the book printer is like 2 days. They'll give it to you in 2 days. So they're really fast turnaround. So when we finish the book is about 80% done. So I'm going to knock out the other. So how many different kinds of animals did you paint for the 72 cards? I would say about 80% of the cards are animals and 20% landscape. So if you're asking about, Jen, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. If you're asking how many animals, I'm not really sure. I mean, I could go through, but it's a lot of different animals. We got giraffes. We have whatever this was. I forgot what this was. The giraffe, by the way, was a, let's see, we got a cat. We got a bunch of different cats. Got this cat. We got some pandas. I tried to get a good variety. We have a lot of dogs. We have some horses, and again, some dogs. By the way, this was from an animal shelter. This guy is from an animal shelter. His name is Smiley. Isn't that such a great name? Tell me that's not a perfect name for this dog. Smiley. Smiley. A lemur. Thank you so much. And then we have, again, a lot of dogs, a cute dog. We have a couple of tigers. We have this cat and this cat are the same cat. So this is off of, these two cats were off of a free image site, and I just got the free image and then I painted it. So this is a drawing, obviously. That's a drawing, obviously, and this is the box cover. I got the box cover on the Kickstarter if you're interested as what that looks like. Let's see. We've got that and that cat, and this dog is from the UK. So this guy took a picture of his friend's dog, and he posted it for free on a Free Images Facebook group. So I painted his doggy, and this is really cute. I like this drawing here. Then we got this tiger. I ended up getting rid of. I donated this to an animal shelter. This dog I donated to an animal shelter, and this was from wildlifereferencephotos.com, where you can buy like a $2 you'll pay and get a photo that's copyright free, and then you could paint it or draw it. So I drew this one. Let's see. Then we got a horse. We got another dog. We got another dog. It's a lot of dogs. Landscape. We got a squirrel, and we got, this dog is from the animal shelter too. This is an animal shelter doggy. Isn't he cute? This is cute. Look at his eyes. It's so cute. It's so out of focus too. This squirrel, I forgot where I got the squirrel from. I think it was from Wildlife Reference Photos. Another dog. This is colored pencil. This is all colored pencil. Another dog. I forgot whose dog this was. I don't know. Landscape. And this was from Wildlife Reference Photos. This is a bird. You find that on Wildlife Reference Photos. This is from the animal shelter. Another animal shelter dog. I forgot what his name was, but let's see. And hanging on, and this dog. This dog is really cute. This is about blankets. He had blanket. This was from the free image site. Got that dog. Got that dog. Let's see. So how many animals? A lot. A lot. It's mostly animals. Celebration, self-care. Let's see. I didn't like that tiger. And this owl was from the free image site as well. So anyway, got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Well, thank you for joining. Look how many cards you get for 29 bucks. Jesus, that's a lot of cards. And they're huge too. So hopefully you like it. Hopefully you like it. I imagine you like it because you just funded it. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for funding my deck. I appreciate that. Y'all are awesome. And we'll see you tomorrow night.